everyone. Welcome back to this week's hashtag Finance Friday. And September has been all about innovation. And this week we're going to be talking about some examples of innovation. And I have invited Taryn Kuhn, our chief executor, to come join us as we are chatting about some examples of implementing innovation in our business. And you are going to be seeing more and more of her coming in onto our Facebook pages and LinkedIn. So I'm very excited to have her here today as we are co-hosting the session. So yeah, let's just jump in. So as I said, we've been talking about innovation and we've been chatting about what it is and what it means to our business. But really, innovation has caused such great strides in bringing change to the world. Really, if we think about it, technology, all of those things, it plays a massive role in society and it has made a difference in a lot of different spaces. So today I want to have a look at some of those examples that we can see. And it's examples that we are familiar with, and whether or not you realize it, we are facing innovation every single day. Now, McKinsey and Company estimates that 84% of executives believe that their future success is dependent on innovation. That's a lot, 84%. And just as ideas can grow, so can problems, right? And that's often where these new ideas come in. And innovation assures that businesses can grow with the economy and not be left behind by new problems, but rather evolve and change just as the world changes. So I'm going to hand over to Taryn to share 2 examples of successful innovation in businesses.
Thanks, Christine. So as you all know, we've got the very popular Uber. Uber has been changing the taxi business. You can't have a night out without Uber, right? So where there was an issue with drunken driving or lack of safe transport at late hours of the night, Uber saw an opportunity to fill the gap and offer a service to help people get home safely without having to appoint a designated driver or scrummaging for a lift home from someone. Now, everyone has the opportunity to have personal transport when other transport isn't available or doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah, awesome. We also have Airbnb. So Airbnb has been changing the accommodation industry. I mean, I know personally I use Airbnb a lot and it has been life-changing. So Airbnb allows for cheaper stays with a variety of options. Using the Airbnb service, people can find accommodation anywhere, all in one place, no need for hotels or guest houses. So it really has been great.
Okay, so Taryn has just gone ahead and shared 2 examples of shifts in industries that have had worldwide impact. Now, the second category of innovation in business includes creating new markets and industries. Now, WhatsApp, I'm sure you're all familiar with this, and there was this massive thing between Telegram and WhatsApp and privacy, and I'm sure that we are all familiar, well, maybe the older generation is familiar with Mixit, and I actually met my husband on Mixit, but that was a long time ago. Now, WhatsApp has established itself in the personal communications market, and I know of very few people that don't use WhatsApp, and it's mostly because of the privacy issue, and they've switched over to Telegram, but then actually I just don't talk to them because they're never in my space. But using data to send messages was absolutely revolutionary. And it's kept getting better and better by making it easier to share images, videos, documents, creating group chats, and now even being able to have live video calls and implementing your status option and maybe even disappearing chats if you're into that. And also having a wide variety of emojis to be able to express yourself. Like just the scope for communication in a way that suits every person's need is just tremendous. So that has been really great. So Taryn, third category, making something old new again. Tell us more.
So making something old new again. What does this mean? So Nintendo actually created Pokemon Go, which is a world-class example of how Nintendo became relevant again by simply reinventing itself through a modern game that activated gamers of all ages and genders. I'm sure you saw a couple of people running around trying to catch some Pokemon. So this is still popular today. Pokemon Go has created a community of gamers who are encouraged to go out, travel, find friends, and explore. Even adapting to the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, Pokemon Go has continued to offer new and exciting ways to enjoy the game. You also, if we look at Polaroid, so Polaroid used to be very in back in the day, and Polaroid has found a way to make their cameras cool and popular through unique branding and aesthetics. I mean, who doesn't like a Polaroid picture?
Exactly. And the number of people that are incorporating this as part of their wedding guest book and stuff like that is just, it's great. it's awesome. Like gone are the days of having a photo booth. Now it's all about Polaroids. So it's just like trends just keep coming back, the same way that clothing, fashion trends just come back again. But anyway, so back to the point, we've had a lot of innovation in science and technology specifically as well. And although the examples of innovation in science and technology are actually really endless, some of the most recent innovations have led to medical imaging. So for example, being able to take your X-ray or looking at your MRI so you can see beyond skin and bone to accurately diagnose and treat diseases, illnesses, injuries. And these scientific innovations like ultrasound and X-rays and MRI imaging has allowed us to ensure that modern medicine is the least invasive that it could possibly be while ensuring the best outcomes for the patient. And as we all know, COVID vaccines have just been so relevant, so topical the last little while. And without them, we probably wouldn't have 8 billion people on the planet today. And vaccines were developed to prevent disease and illness, and some of which have actually been eradicated altogether, all thanks to vaccines. So Taryn, tell us about what's happening to solve the global water crisis.
So, solving the water crisis. Some innovators are still in the process of solving problems such as climate change and the water crisis and how people in developing countries can have access to clean water. We're going to take a look at quite a creative innovation that is coming to effect to try and solve the global water crisis. It's called drinkable books. I found this very interesting. I've never heard of it before. So with drinkable books, each page of the book provides basic water and sanitation advice, such as the importance of keeping contaminants like rubbish and feces away from water, often unknown in developing countries. It is printed on scientific coffee filter paper that can be used to purify drinking water and reduce 99.9% of bacteria. That's massive. So each book has enough filtration paper to last 4 years. I think this is incredible. Check out this YouTube video on drinkable books and how it works. And also check in the comments below for the link to the video.
3.4 million people die each year from water-related disease. But the even bigger problem, most of them don't even know their water is unsafe to drink in the first place. That's why Water is Life, partnering with scientists and engineers at Carnegie Mellon and the University of Virginia, set out to invent a solution that solves both of these problems. Introducing the Drinkable Book, the first ever tool that teaches safe water habits and is printed on technologically advanced filter paper capable of killing deadly waterborne diseases.
My name is Terry Dinkovich. I am a chemist. I invented a paper that purifies drinking water. After passing water through our filter, we found a reduction of greater than 99.9% in bacteria count, which is comparable to the tap water in this country.
The book uses a brand new type of paper that works like a scientific coffee filter. Each piece is coated with silver nanoparticles, which kill diseases like cholera, E. coli, and typhoid.
The orange color of the paper is a direct result of the addition of the silver nanoparticles. And at the end of the day, the most important thing, and really the hero of this whole project, is the technology behind it.
The book itself works in 3 easy steps. Simply tear out a filter, slide it into the custom filter box, and pour contaminated water through. What comes out is safe to drink. The content on each page, printed in food-grade ink, educates people about safe water habits, things that we take for granted, such as keeping trash and feces away from your water source. But the best part of the book isn't just that it purifies water or teaches proper sanitation, it's the fact that this filter paper will revolutionize water purification. It costs only pennies to produce, making it by far the cheapest option on the market, and it's extremely sustainable. Each filter is capable of giving someone up to 30 days worth of clean water, and each book is capable of providing someone with clean water for up to 4 years. To learn how you can provide a filter book for a community in need, head to waterislife.com.
Awesome. So really through innovation, solutions can be made in many different environments, and it can even allow methods to be adapted to suit to a new problem. And innovation will always be a factor of growth, evolution, and change in the world. So I want to challenge you to find new ways to innovate in your business. And as you join us next week for another #Finance Friday, we will be interviewing 2 entrepreneurs to explain how they have been innovative in their business. So make sure you tune in for that one. So we'll see you then. Bye.